Welcome back to the SkyGene channel. Today we got a lot of movie news to talk about. Starting off with the Alien Romulus trailer dropping. Well, it's actually more of a teaser. It's about a minute long. Lots of thoughts about that. We got an update on season 2 and prequel for the series, The Terminalist, starring Chris Pratt. Also, Reacher season 3. We got an update on that. You want to hear about that? And what other trailers could we expect to come out here soon? Seems like a lot of trailers going to be dropping here soon, so keep an eye on that. Speaking of that, Beetlejuice, that is a trailer that might be coming out soon, but the first look is dropped, and I cannot wait to go over that image with you. And also, we have the first reactions of the X-Men 97 animation series, the Civil War, the sequel for Ghostbuster Afterlife, and the Roadhouse remake. We got all the first reactions and much more. Stay tuned. Man, that Alien teaser, woo! That was perfectly exactly what we need. This franchise, if you really think about it, guys, has not been living up to what it should has. Prometheus, I absolutely love Prometheus. I really do. I really do. I think it's a brilliant movie, but it's not what we want in an Alien, movie. Which is, if you think about the first movie, it's really at the horror element, the face huggers, chest burster, the fear, the dredge, just the tension, the this 1 minute teaser just delivered on everything I needed. It going into this year, this movie was high on my list personally, and now it just skyrocketed so much more. Disney, whatever they're doing, since they got the Predator franchise, Hellraiser, Planet of the Apes that's coming out here soon, but with the last Hellraiser and Predator movie with Prey, they have hit a home run. Prey was amazing. Hellraiser it wasn't great, but it was not bad at all. I'm not a big Hellraiser fan. It's just not me. It's all good though. I respect that. I respect it. But this recent Hellraiser movie, it made me jump right into it, and I enjoyed it. And I actually hope they come up with a sequel. All right, so since this movie is taking place in between the first and the second movie, while Ripley is floating in space, I was curious what's the timeline? How many years? So I ended up Googling it. And I was actually surprised that, I didn't expect it to be this much longer, but 57 years, 5-7, 57 years between the first and the second one. So they can really, if this movie does really well, they can really extend onto this story itself because they have 57 years of this little window, which was a great idea. I love how they picked this timeline. It makes a lot of sense. It's going right back to originals, really close, and you can still play with the whole Sigourney Weaver. You can maybe bring her back. I'm loving how the director Fede Alvarez said his focus is aiming on the horror and the action, which is straight up horror is your first movie. It's straight up your horror sci-fi movie. Second one, it's your horror action. Straight up two different movies. And some would even say the second movie, Aliens, is better than the first one. And I can see that 100%. I respect that. Me personally, that's a tough question. I would stick with the original, but just barely. Because I'll take the horror element over the action, even though I love my action. But the original, just barely. One thing I'm really glad about this teaser, though, is they did not get away like any spoilers at all. They didn't get rid of nothing. It was very simple. Like those face huggers, they were. Oh my man! Oh, the, the, there at one scene there's like 10 face huggers, and that one just. So that also makes me think: are we gonna get a trailer here soon? Because usually when you get a teaser something like this short, you usually get a trailer not too far after. It could be like tomorrow. It could be a week. Really soon. So I'm actually curious how this turns out. But I'm also more curious about what you guys, your thoughts about this. Jump down in the comments below, and I'm really curious if you guys are excited for this. Are you going to just wait for it to come on streaming? Are you going to jump on theaters first night like me? I'm going as soon as I can. This is high on my list, and it just even skyrocketed. This might be the horror movie of the year. I don't know what could beat it. Smile 2, Terrifier 3, Beetlejuice 2. Are we going to consider Beetlejuice a horror movie? We can. Maxine. Okay. So it is. This is probably going to be the horror movie because next year I have a video coming out of 2025 and that's going to be a great year for movies. All right. Jump down comments below and leave your thoughts. And man, we got some great, fantastic news. Update for Reacher Season 3. It's probably one of the best TV series in the last decade. And it's just, Season 2 just got so much bigger. I can't imagine where they're going to go Season 3. I believe there's 24 novels in this. So, are we going to get 24 seasons of Reacher? If so, I'm in. Throw in a few movies, why not? Maybe a crossover with someone like, I'm not sure. But anyway, back to topic. Update. Usually season 1, season 2, they come out around December time. But right now, they're in post-production for season 3. They already filmed it. It's done, which means we could see a trailer for season 3 in the next month or two. I would not be surprised if we get this movie in like September or October. Because they're saying right now on Esquire that. So at one point, Alan went on Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show in February of 2024, and he said that they are nearly completed with filming of the movie. So give that a few more months of post-production, and I'm telling you, we're going to see this in late 2024. I'm excited. Season 1, Season 2, they usually premiere around December. This one's going to be there even sooner. I won't be surprised if they even start working on Season 4 here soon. But yes, Season 3 comes out, end of this year. That's really the best thing about this. If you have not seen Reacher, trust me, I recommend it. It's the best thing about it is just the fighting. All right, so with Alien Romulus, the trailer dropping, and the Star Wars Acolytes, what trailers could we also expect? We got a lot of good movies coming out here soon, and I'm super excited because any day you can get a trailer like Romulus did today, and it just made your day. We have the one that first comes to mind, Beetlejuice 2. Beetlejuice 2, that is going to be dropping any minute. We just got a first look, the first image, which we'll take a peek at. The Bear, Season 3. I absolutely love The Bear on Hulu. The cooking show, that has to be coming out soon. They're already in post-production, just like Reacher Season 3 is. Bad Boys 4. Bad Boys 4 comes out June 7th. The trailer, that has to be dropping soon. That has to be. Joker 2. That comes out October 4th. That can still be a little bit longer. But don't be surprised if that trailer drops. Because if I remember correctly, the first Joker, that trailer dropped really early. And then we got Maxine, the trilogy for Pearl and X. What was it? Ty West is the director, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that'll be coming out July 5th. So July, we have the 5th Maxine, the 19th is Twisters, and 26th is Deadpool 3. So July is going to be a pretty good month, and I know there's a few more movies. And lastly, we have in November, Gladiator 2 and Venom 3. No, I think Venom 3 got moved up a little bit more. But yeah, Gladiator 2, that is a trailer that I am really, really curious about, is this Gladiator 2 trailer. I love my Ridley Scott, but he has been just not himself lately. I really hope he doesn't mess this one up, because this is my final straw on you, Sir Ridley Scott. This is. I love you to death, but man, you've just been not doing good lately. This trailer is really going to tell a lot. It really is going to say a lot, and I cannot wait. But yeah, we have all these trailers that I just mentioned. They're going to be coming out here soon, within a month or two. So keep your eyes out, and let me know what other trailers are you guys excited for. What other movies? Because we still got like Mufasa, Sonic 3, other movies like that. That who knows? But yeah, jump down in the comments below and let me know what other movies you guys ready for that we have not seen yet. All right, we got a couple of first reactions. They're not my reactions. These are the reactions that some people got like screenings before the release of like X-Men 97. That actually did came out that you can actually see right now. The first two episodes. Civil War, the movie that comes out next month. We got a few reactions on that. The Ghostbusters that comes out here tomorrow. We got some early reactions on that. The sequel for the Afterlife. And Roadhouse Remake that comes out tomorrow. We also have some first reactions on those. So let's talk about it. The X-Men 97. I've heard nothing but positive reviews. A lot of bringing back into nostalgia. Because before, us adults now, we were kids watching it back then. So it didn't make, some themes did not really click. But now as an adult, it makes sense. And you're also having the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You learned a lot from that. So now you take all this knowledge and put it back into this with the nostalgia. It's been nothing but a lot of positive reviews. So if you like your X-Men and cartoons, I recommend watching that. I've not watched it yet, but it's on my list. Next up, the Civil War movie that comes out next month, April 26th. People are saying this is like 10 out of 10. It's like, it's going to be up there with Dune Part 2. Not just as, it won't be as good, but it's going to be up there to the point where it's like a backup quarterback and it's a good backup quarterback. So the starting QB better not mess up. And Dune 2 did a touchdown, so they're good. But the Civil War, they're getting nothing but positive, real positive reviews. Um, so I'm really excited. This whole thing reminds me of Red Dawn. When I first watched Red Dawn, it gave me this feeling I've never had before of like, man, we really could get invaded here in the United States. And you better have your shit figured out. This movie brings back that PTSD. Um, Ghostbusters, The Frozen Empire for the sequel for the Ghostbuster Afterlife, which I really actually enjoyed. I thought it was really great. It wasn't overdone, but now they're like, okay, now they're just, why do we have to do this every time? Why can't we just have a one-off, thank you, done? But nope, they need that money. And so far, it's like, right now in Rotten Tomatoes, it's a 46% right now. And I'm not surprised. Just from what I've been seeing on the trailers, and the trailers did not sell me at all. So I'm not surprised. I had a feeling it was going to be kind of like this, but right now it's at 46%. But hey, some people out there might love it. There might be some really good scenes with the legacy characters coming back. I'm excited. Roadhouse, the remake that comes out tomorrow. There's already a few reviews out right now. Not bad, not good, but fun. Which is exactly what you got in the original. Because the original is like the greatest B movie ever, in my opinion. Nothing's going to beat that for that B movie style. I knew they're going to do a remake eventually. Everything gets a remake. So I was dredging this moment. And I'm not going to lie, when I watched the trailer, I was not impressed. So I'm going to be going to this like, let's fingers crossed. But so far it's okay. So that's not too bad. I'll take that for now. But yeah, those are the reactions so far on the newest movies that will be coming out here soon. If you guys want to jump down in the comments below, let me know if you've seen any of this stuff already. And I want to know what you guys' reactions are. And are you guys excited? Because I am for a few of these movies. All right, I want to do a little sidebar action here. I kind of want to go over the box office, the numbers for so far this year, because it's almost at the end of this month, here in about a week, it would be about a quarter of the year. So we're about a quarter of the way through 2024, and I'm really curious to see how is the box office looking. And right now, it is not looking so hot. It's a slow start this year, yeah. Only 5 movies so far have grossed over $100 million. And Mean Girls is the 5th one at $104 million. So far, Dune Part 2 is at just at $500 million. They're at $509 million worldwide. They're probably going to be ending up around 650 to 800. That's probably where they're going to end up at. And I bet you when they do, re-releases down the road, they're probably going to end up being $1 billion. Because right now, they did Dune Part 1 re-release. and that made $30 million. $30 million on a re-release compared to Imaginary Blumhouse. That made $24 million. Still, that probably cost like that probably cost like 10 million to make. So somehow they still made money off that. But a re-release Dune made $30 million more than a brand new movie. Kung Fu Panda 4 just crossed $200 million. The Bob Marley One Love, that's in third place with $169 million. And The Beekeeper, $152 million. I'm really curious how much The Beekeeper. I have a feeling that costs a lot to make, so I don't think that made its money back. Mean Girls at 104. Madam Web just shy at $97 million. Ugh. I don't know when I'm gonna watch that movie. Not anytime soon. Argyle, that's at 94 million. Nice Swim, another Blumhouse. That made $53 million. Are you kidding me? That movie does not deserve 53 million. That's another. See, Blumhouse, they're putting out Nice Swim and Imaginary, and they still made damn near $80 million. I guess that's why they're Blumhouse, because they know how to put a movie out for $10 million and still squeak away with 50 million. All right, let's jump over to 2023 real quick. I want to take a peek at last year in comparison. Let's see here. There was 50 movies, 50 movies that grossed $100 million or more. And right now in 2024, there's only 5. So they need 45 more movies just to catch up. Last year, Barbie was the number one with $1.4 billion, and Super Mario Brothers $1.3 billion. So there was only 2 movies that made the $1 billion club last year. Is there any $1 billion this year? Furiosa, Godzilla, no. Deadpool 3, I think Beetlejuice, Joker 2. So I'm thinking Deadpool 3, Joker 2, Beetlejuice 2, and maybe Mufasa, the prequel to The Lion King. Those are the 4 I think have a chance at making $1 billion. Oppenheimer, just shy of $1 billion. That was $960 million. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, $845 million. Somehow Fast X, Fast and Furious, the 10th installment, made $704 million. And it only had $146 million domestically. That's crazy. That was all foreign money. Really Wonka, $629 million. I'm going to come back to Wonka. I got something else I want to talk about. The Little Mermaid somehow made $570 million. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, $567 million. Ant-Man, somehow the Ant-Man made $476 million. John Wick Chapter 4, $440 million. Yeah, I'm actually excited for Chapter 5. The Transformers Rise of the Beast, I was really surprised that movie came out, and let alone it made $438 million, so impressive. Aquaman, the last DC movie, made $434 million. Compared to the original movie that made over $1 billion, you lost half of it, but it's not their fault. DC just got screwed over, especially Aquaman. The Meg 2, The Trench. How did you make $397 million? Yeah, you only had $82 million domestic, $315 worldwide. That's ridiculous. Five Nights at Freddy, $291 million. And I'm sure that was a $15 million budget. Like, super cheap to freaking make. That was a home run there, Blumhouse. Creed 3, 276 million. That's not the greatest numbers, but still not bad. No thank you, Taylor Swift. Napoleon. Okay, I won't talk about Napoleon and the Killers of the Flower Moon. These are all Apple products. Napoleon is 221 million and Killers of the Flower Moon at 157 million. So if my correct math, that's $380 million, give or take, for two movies that probably cost 600 million to make. Oh, they lost so much money. Let's see here, $378 million for two movies, and Scream 6. It's crazy that Scream 6 only made $168 million, and that's considered the best in the franchise. It's just like, man, why can't Scream 6 or a horror movie like Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, man, one of these days I want them to make like a $400 million movie. It's just, because like this is the most it's ever done, and it's only 168. I feel like it's the 35th most last year, and it was a great movie. I like how the so you're telling me Insidious, The Red Door, made more than Scream 6? Oh, that just right there makes no sense. The Marvels barely made $200 million. So The Exorcist, Believer, that made 136 million, and they paid like 400 or 300 million dollars just for the rights, and they only get to do like 3 movies too. So yeah, not looking so hot. Last one I'll talk about is the Godzilla -1. That snuck in at $106 million. Oh, there's a few other things. Let's talk about ones that didn't really do so hot. Wow, The Color Purple, the Steven Spielberg remake, that only made $67 million. Woo! The movie 65 with Adam Driver, the alien planet, that only made $60. The Magic Mike Last Dance, 57 million. Ouch. The Thanksgiving Eli Roth slasher, that made 46 million. That's not too bad. I mean, I don't think that cost much to make. So still that's not too bad. It might have, the Iron Claw only made 42 million. And Ferrari only made 42 million. Ooh, Expendables 4 made 37 million. Yeah, no more Expendables. Woo. But yeah, that's the box office numbers for 2023. I just was really curious how it was. You let time to settle, and jump down in the comments below and let me know what you guys think about the box office numbers. What's the biggest surprise on your list? All right, we had a bunch of trailers that dropped recently, and I got a bunch of trailer reactions. If you want to jump up and check them out, more than welcome to. I'm kind of going to go through them really quick and just give you my thoughts. The Alien Romulus, I've told everything about it earlier. Love it. I absolutely just love it. I just want to eat it up. I think I've seen the teaser 10 times. I'm going to go watch it 10 more times. As soon as I'm done with this, I want to break it down. I cannot wait for the trailer to come out, because this is more of a teaser. The Star Wars, the Acolyte, I think I'm saying that correct. I didn't mind it at all. It wasn't, because I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I don't mind them. I really don't. And I respect them. But I feel like they're throwing out a lot more than they should. I think they need to slow it down, especially with the TV series. But this is nice, though, because this is a different timeline. It has nothing to do with the Skywalkers. It's, way before that. It's still the whole Jedi idea, which is nice. The good, the bad. I didn't mind it, though. I really did not mind it. I like the whole Chewbacca Chewie, like his species, adding more of that into it. So that was a nice little element. But the Furiosa, the Mad Max saga, the second trailer, wow. Wow. The first trailer, I just ate up the first trailer, but this second one, I threw up, ate it again. Oh my God. It was so amazing. I just cannot wait for this universe to just expand. I know they've been in a court battle dealing with the rights. That's why we're doing a Furiosa prequel, because he has the rights no matter what to that. That's not part of the court. The court is to hold Mad Max character itself. That's why He's not in this one. But this trailer just looks so good. Chris Hemsworth, I love what he's doing with his character. I love it. Um, a second trailer also dropped for the first Omen. The first Omen, that first trailer, I was not a fan. It did not draw me in. They even used, trailer music from the Vikings, the TV series. It's like, are you serious? We're going to really use that right now? But this second trailer blew me away. How amazing! Like it, I did 180 on this first Omen. Like I'm actually like, I put it back on my board. I'm gonna go watch it in theater. I'm super excited. This second trailer just, I really love the Nun too. That gave me great vibes. I love, and this gave me that all 100%. Um, Sweet Dreams is a Johnny Knoxville movie. This I was not expecting, but this is like if you want a feel good movie, it's a drama comedy about recovering alcoholics joining together on a softball team. I thought it was more of like a Bad News Bears, but it's with adults. The trailer, oh, I loved it. It melted my heart. I was delightful. I loved it. I cannot wait. Um, just trust me and go watch that. And the last trailer I want to talk about is on Netflix. It's called Scoop. It's about Prince Andrews and the whole Jeff Epstein, that interview that he had with BBC that he should not have had. It looked so bad on him. And you know who Prince Andrew is? The late Queen of England that just died like 2 years ago. It's her son. It's so the king right now, it's his brother. And he's pretty much now, so Prince Andrew is like, he lost all his worldly titles. Bye bye. But movie is about that interview. So have you seen the movie like Frost Nixon? It's really exactly like that. I'm excited. That's on Netflix. But yeah, these are some of the trailers that dropped lately, and I know there's a few more out there, but these are the ones I just want to talk about. Jump down in the comments below and let me know what your thoughts are. If there's any trailers you want me to check out, and I would love to reaction for it. A little bit ago, I was talking about the box office numbers, and I was talking about Wonka. Wonka made $600 million in the box office, and I absolutely loved the movie. I really did. I think I've seen it 4 times since it came out on the streaming for Max. I did not watch it in theaters, and I regret it. I really do. I'm not much of a musical guy. The first one I really enjoyed, of course, just like all of you out there. The Johnny Depp one, I don't mind it. It has that Tim Burton element to it, and you're either a Tim Burton fan or you're not, and I don't mind it. I grew up like loving it, the Batman 1 and 2, and I don't mind his movies at all. I really don't. So the Johnny Depp, remake, all good. So going into this one, I was really curious what they're gonna do with it, and just the leading up to him coming back from going around the world, getting all the stuff, and establishing himself in the city. I love that leading up to the factory. So it's more or less a prequel to the original movie, so to speak. I love that. I really did. And Timothy Chalamet, perfect casting for Willy Wonka. I would not change that a bit. The way the movie was made was so delightful. But the question I have is that a one-time deal, or are we going to get a sequel? Because I think this deserves a sequel 100%. And I think it could even make $1 billion if they do the sequel right, which is more or less remaking the original movie, but not to the point where it's a remake, but along that timeline. I think it would be absolutely amazing. It would be a home run. We got a lot more people wanting to go see in the theaters, like I would go see in theaters, and I hope they do it. I really do. Because like they made is $628 million. Perfect. All right, jump down in the comments below and let me know what your thoughts are. Should we get a sequel or not to Willy Wonka? I think so. Man, if you love the Terminal List on Amazon Prime that's starring Chris Pratt as that Navy SEAL, loved it. Oh, right up there with Reacher. Right, the Reacher, the Terminal List. I am neck to neck. I love those two. So I am stoked to find out not only we're getting a season 2, but we're getting a prequel. Yeah, and the prequel, it takes place 5 years before the season 1 events. So we're gonna get him in his prime. So it's like watching Rambo. You know, say you watch the first Rambo movie and you get told, "Hey, we're gonna get Rambo 2 and we're gonna get a prequel Rambo." Yeah. Yeah. So this is exactly what we're gonna get for Terminal List. They even have the name for the prequel. It's called the Terminal List Dark Wolf. Huh. I'm pretty stoked. I this I am still speechless when I watched this. I think I've seen it 3 times already. The casting was brilliant, brilliant on this. Chris Pratt. I don't know where it is, but with Amazon in the military, like there's shows, but they have one of the best like military shows. You know, when it comes to like Navy SEALs, uh, spot on, spot on. Makes me just want to go get a gun and go shoot someone like a bad guy. But the best part about this prequel is a lot of the people that you saw in season 1, you're gonna see in this prequel. So they're bringing back a lot of these characters, a lot of the actors, which is great because like there's a lot of people where I was like, I could watch you all day, dude. Like it's such that you're dead already, and such that you died, and now we get to see a lot more of them. Super stoked. I'm not sure what's gonna come first, if it's season 2 or the prequel, but the both are in works and they're both doing, you know, they're gonna be done really quickly. I would not be surprised if we see a trailer for any of this stuff sometime this year, because this will be most likely a 2025 gig, maybe a late this year, a 2024. I would be stoked, you know, sooner the better, of course, but I have no idea what's gonna come out first. But I'm sure we're gonna find out like more details here soon. So but as soon as I find out, I'll let you guys know. All right. Jump down to the comments below and let me know what your thoughts are on Terminal List. Have you guys seen it yet? Or you guys? But trust me, I really recommend it, and it's badass, dude. It's Rambo, but on steroids. All right, the first image of Beetlejuice 2 has finally dropped, and that trailer. I'm telling you, this trailer for Beetlejuice 2 is going to be around the corner. I mean, this movie comes out September 6th, so we still got a little more time. They don't have to push out just yet, but I have a feeling as soon as usually you get a first look image like we do right now of what we're looking at, you get a trailer not too far behind. Usually that's how that works. Sometimes you got to wait a long time. But anyway, let's take a look at this image. Um, this movie is long waited. It's a must see movie in my opinion. It's top 10 on my list to watch this year. And by looking at this image, I'm excited to see what I'm seeing. I'm not surprised though. I know bringing back Michael Keaton, they're definitely gonna have to hit a home run. And by looking at it like this, I think we're gonna be just fine. All right, I kind of want to go over movies that we're gonna be coming out the next couple of weeks, so we know how the rest of the month and April is looking out. April's looking great, but I'm mostly just going to talk about March because there's still, even though it's only March 20th, we still got quite a few movies coming out there worth watching. Ghostbusters, the sequel to Afterlife, the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire that comes out tomorrow, along with Late Night with the Devil. That actually looks not that bad. I might check that one out. Let's see here. And then March 29th, we have the Godzilla Kong, the New Empire, the sequel. That I really hope does good. I don't want that one to fail. I'd be kind of pissed off. I really hope Godzilla and Kong. That's one movie I hope does not fail in the box office because I want this universe to keep going. I really enjoy the universe. Like Monarch, the TV show on Apple TV, that was amazing. I really hope they get a season 2 on that. But no, I hope Godzilla and Kong, I hope they make their money and some so they can keep this money rolling. And that's really it for March. I thought there's actually going to be a lot more. But I guess it's Kung Fu Panda 4, Roadhouse. I guess it's already done. Yeah, March is just about done. It's going a lot faster than I thought. All right, jump down in the comments below and let me know what you guys are excited for the rest of March. Just an interesting thought. I think it's time for the remake for the Running Man. I really do. I absolutely love The Running Man. The fact that we have not got a remake for that, because that's all about, the alpha male, macho man. Like every movie like that in the 80s has pretty much got a remake. And this one I think deserves that time. I would absolutely love to have Henry Cavill or Alan Richman play, the person that Arnold Schwarzenegger played, the lead man. Forgot his name already. Let me know in the comments below what his name is because I totally forgot. And I think Jason Momoa would be a fantastic villain for a character in this movie. You can have a million people that would fit in this bill. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's time for The Running Man to be a remake? Well, that covers everything on today's show. If you guys like this content, I pretty much cover everything you can think of when it comes to movie related. Of course, horror and action are my favorite, but of course, I'll cover every topic. I'm not much of the animation type, but I do the best I can. I really do. Yeah, thank you for following. Thank you for liking. If you like this stuff, again, like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. You know how it works. I'm not going to jump into it, and hope you all have a good day.